Good morning. Welcome back to One Sober to Another. I'm Wayne, and in this video, we're going to talk about my failure at a live stream yesterday, as well as damaged but not broken. If you haven't subscribed yet, take an opportunity to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss another video when it posts. I'm going to read something really quick just to get it out of the way, and then we're going to move on. For most normal folks, drinking means conviviality, companionship, and colorful imagination. It means release from care, boredom, and worry. It is joyous of intimacy with friends and feeling that life is good. But not so with us. Those last days of heavy drinking, the old pleasures were gone. They were but memories. Never could we recapture the great moments of the past. There was an instant yearning to enjoy life as we once did, and heartbreaking obsession that some new miracle of control would enable us to do. There was always one more attempt and one more failure. The less people tolerated us, the more we withdrew from society, from life itself, as we became subjects of King Alcohol. Shivering dissonance of his mad realm, the chilling vapor that is loneliness settled down. It thickened, ever becoming blacker. Some of us sought our old sordid places, hoping to find understanding and companionship and approval. Momentarily, we did. Then would come the oblivion and the awful awakening to face the hideous four horsemen: terror, bewilderment, frustration, and despair. Unhappy drinkers who read this page will understand. Wow, that's powerful. That's from chapter 11 of Alcoholics Anonymous, A Vision for You. So, yesterday I failed at a live stream for Damaged but Not Broken, which is okay. I kind of failed at a few steps that I had to do. One was setting up software that would enable me to be able to stream through the new YouTube studio, which I failed to even look at throughout the weekend while I was doing other things, which is not a huge deal in itself. But as an alcoholic, and me especially for what I am, it makes me feel like I completely failed, and that my brain momentarily went back to the old way to fix it, which would be to drink and just not give a shit. Well, I didn't. That moment, of course, for me, it was in my head and then it was gone. But I did ponder over how I failed all night long, it's kind of hindering in itself, and it makes me feel like I could have did more, and that type of thinking can take me back down a path that I don't want to go down. So I had to do some readjustment. I had to, ask God to grant me serenity to accept the things I can't control. More importantly, to control the things I can, and to balance the two and know the difference. For those who don't know, that was part of the serenity prayer. So I did that. I regrouped. I looked at some of the software I might need. And this is important because as an alcoholic, this is where I can get trapped in thinking about my failures. You might be able to relate to that as well. My audience is not huge, but if you can relate, drop a comment below and let me know what you think. So damaged but not broken is extremely important, because as an alcoholic, I used to believe that I was completely broken and that I couldn't be fixed. In my childhood, I thought that I was broken and that nobody wanted me. I thought that I couldn't be fixed, and for some reason, something was wrong with me. Nobody wanted to be around me. None of the other kids in the neighborhood wanted to play. And that sounds like a violin that's starting up, right? The world's smallest violin. But it was lonely, and it was something that stuck with me throughout my adulthood, and it ultimately fed into my active alcoholism. I wish I could just get rid of that part of me, but I can't. It's still with me. I work on it daily, and that brings me back to yesterday when I wanted to have that live stream for you all. I mean, it was partially for me just to get a face to face with you guys and to build a better connection, because that's an important thing when you're talking about sobriety and who to trust and who to believe with all the things that are on the internet. It's very hard to find something that is genuine. So I believe that I could not be fixed, and that I was in error of some sorts. And so when I found alcohol, the alcohol allowed me to be a little more social and a little more outgoing. And it was awesome while it was lasting that way. But soon that trickled out, and people didn't want to hang around the drunk Wayne, and people didn't want to hang around the obnoxious, do whatever you want, be carefree, wreck whatever you want, break whatever hearts you want Wayne. They got kind of tired of it really fast, and so I would easily dismiss them because I was broken, and as an alcoholic, I lacked empathy for what they were thinking, or rather how they were feeling, and I wasn't able to read when someone was completely disappointed with my behavior, and that just led to quick dismissal. I mean, growing up, fear of rejection, I would get rid of somebody before they could get rid of me, and that left me once again alone. So I'll say this. As an alcoholic, I was damaged. I was emotionally damaged, and that fed in a lot to just the downward spiral that came with it, for the simple feelings of loneliness and rejection, and I said that again, I know, and the abandonment that I felt as a child would always come back to bite me in the ass as an alcoholic. We will grow, we'll get stronger, because we are just damaged, we're not broken. Something damaged can be repaired, it can be fixed, and I think that a lot of you out there might be feeling the same way. You're just damaged. We're beautiful people. We're covered up by our alcoholism, and we lack certain emotional skills that you can build, and it will help you overcome the hurdles that you're in right now, if that's your case. Back to Alcoholics Anonymous, once you become part of those groups, if you choose to do so, because the only requirement is a desire to stop drinking, you build a social bond with people, and you're able to relate to them because they have gone through similar experiences that you have gone through. Which I mentioned in my last video, Why the Big Book, which if you haven't seen it, you can just hit the card above and you can check it out. This video is going to be kind of short because, I mean, it's not an apology for yesterday. Hell, it was my own live stream. I'm pretty sure nobody was just itching at their computer waiting for it to launch. It's just the way I feel. It makes me feel like I failed, and it just kind of brought back up some old memories. So I thought I would put this out there, because a lot of the things that we go through as alcoholics, they trigger thoughts of things that used to happen in the past, and we need to be able to jump out of those and see what is actually here, what's in reality right now. I hope you all have a happy Sunday. I hope you enjoy yourselves, get out, enjoy the sunshine. Look, there's always links below if you're struggling for Alcoholics Anonymous worldwide, also for Narcotics Anonymous, as well as some resources for financial assistance during the COVID-19 crisis, as well as Streamlabs. You can get my shirt on there, One Sober to Another, if you want to rock this and let people know a little bit about what you're about. For me, it's cool. I never thought I would have my own brand. Yeah, I made it myself. So what? It's still cool. Well, have a great day.